Stan Jabalisco here, proprietor and operator of amateur radio station W1GV, Whiskey 1 Good Vibrations. Just a little bit of reminiscing taking place here between these two CW receptors right there of my early years in ham radio, and in fact as I was training to become a radio amateur in the basement of the Olmsted County Courthouse in Minnesota. That's where Rochester is. They had their ham radio station W0, Mike X-Ray Whiskey. I believe the call sign of the Rochester Amateur Radio Club is still the same after all these years. As for where they train their new hams now, I have no clue. But this was back in the days when we were afraid that the Russians were going to fire missiles at us from Cuba. And so we had a massive shelter for the public down there in the basement of that courthouse. And among the victuals that were there for the people to enjoy were lemon drops and some very, very austere crackers in big tins. They were probably 2 feet high. And we used to, my friend and I, used to munch on those things constantly. we cleaned them out as we learned the code from one of my Elmers, Sylvester Steele. WA0CCA, Charlie Alpha. May he rest in peace. And Ned Carman, founder of the Courage Handy Ham system. May he also rest in peace. None of them were snobs at all. I never got the slightest impression that ham radio had any snobbishness in it at all. We were all just there because we loved radio. And that was it. That was it. And as far as I'm concerned, I still love radio. Or at least I like it a lot. And I hope that my videos help some of you appreciate radio a little bit more too. As for my being a snob, forget it. If I'm a snob, send me a package of those old crackers from the 1960s. I'll get the picture. Stan Jabalisco, W1GV, saying 73. And so long for now, which translates in my native fist to da-da-da-da-da-da.